Silence isn't weakness, it's power. The world's loud, everybody's shouting, chasing attention, spilling their guts for likes and claps. But strength sits quiet. It listens. It waits. You don't need to scream to be heard. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. Stay silent and let your actions do the talking. That's where the real game's won. Noise is cheap. Words thrown around like confetti mean nothing if they're not backed up. People talk too much about their plans, their dreams, their gripes. They waste energy flapping their lips instead of grinding it out. Keep your mouth shut and your focus sharp. The less you say, the more you see. The more you see, the smarter you move. Silence is your edge. Use it. Stop explaining yourself. The minute you start justifying your choices, you give away your power. You don't owe anybody your reasons. Not your boss, not your friends, not the doubters in the cheap seats. They'll twist your words, judge you anyway, and waste your time. Stay silent. Let them wonder. Let them guess. Your life's yours. Run it how you see fit. Doubt's loud. It's that voice in your head yelling you're not enough. You can't. You won't. People feed it, telling you their limits, projecting their fears. Silence that noise. Not with arguments. Not with comebacks. Just with quiet resolve. Tune it out. Replace it with work. You don't fight doubt by talking about it. You kill it by doing day after day. Day after day, step after step. Prove it to yourself, not them. Patience lives in silence. Rushing's for fools. They trip over themselves trying to get there first. Real winners wait, they watch. They learn the game before they play it. Don't chase the spotlight. Let it find you. Don't beg for the chance. Prepare for it. Haste makes mistakes. Silence builds precision. Take your time. Get it right. And when your moment hits, you'll be ready. People underestimate the quiet ones. They think you're soft, slow, scared. Let them. That's your advantage. While they're busy strutting, you're studying. While they're flapping, you're stacking. Underestimation's a gift. Unwrap it. Stay silent, stay low, and strike when the iron's hot. They won't see it coming, and that's the point. Fear loves a loud mouth. It spills out in complaints, excuses, panic. Shut it down. Silence starves fear. When you feel it creeping, those what ifs, those worst case scenarios, zip it. Don't give it air. Breathe deep, clench your fists, and move forward anyway. Courage isn't loud speeches. It's quiet steps through the dark. You don't need to announce you're brave. Just be it. Words can trap you. Say too much, and you're locked in. Promises you can't keep. Plans that fall apart. Stay silent until you're sure. Think it through. Map it out. Speak when it's done, not before. Loose lips sink ships. Tight lips build empires. Protect your vision by keeping it close. Let the results shout for you. Listen more than you talk. The world's full of lessons if you're quiet enough to catch them. People reveal everything when you let them ramble their weaknesses, their moves, their blind spots. Knowledge is power, and silence gathers it. Ears open, mouth shut. That's how you stay ahead. Miss nothing. Say little. Win big. Anger's a loud thief. It'll have you yelling, cursing, burning bridges you might need later. Don't let it run your show. Stay silent when it hits. Walk away. Cool off. Rage feels good for a second, but it costs you long term. Control's the real flex. Holding your tongue when every fiber wants to lash out. That's strength. That's victory. Dreams don't need a megaphone. Broadcasting your goals invites doubters, copycats, vultures. Keep them sacred. Nurture them in the quiet corners of your mind. Work on them where no one's watching. The louder you are about what's coming, the more resistance you'll face. Stay silent, stay steady, and shock them when you arrive. Failure's loud enough, don't add to it. When you fall, and you will, the world's got plenty to say. Critics, mockers, I told you so's. They'll pile on. Don't fuel their fire with your whining. Take the L in silence. Dust off. Figure out what went wrong. Get back up. Your comeback doesn't need a press release. Just results. Respect grows in silence. Run your mouth, and you look desperate. Hold your peace, and you look solid. People trust the one who doesn't flap. They lean on the one who listens. You don't demand respect by shouting for it. You earn it by shutting up and showing up. Consistency's louder than any speech. Stay silent in success too. Braggers fall fast. They get cocky, sloppy, blind. Keep your wins to yourself. Celebrate in private, then get back to work. Humility's a weapon. keeps you hungry, keeps you sharp. The higher you climb, the quieter you should be. Let the scoreboard talk. You just keep scoring. Temptation's loud, shiny traps, begging you to bite. Easy money, quick fixes, cheap thrills. Silence drowns it out. Pause, think, ask what it costs you down the line. Most times, it's not worth it. A strong mind doesn't jump at every noise. It waits, it weighs, it walks away. Discipline's quiet, but it's deadly. Faith thrives in silence. Life's messy. Storms hit, plans crack, hope bends. Talking it to death won't fix it. Quiet down, sit still, trust something bigger's at work. You don't need to yell at the universe. It hears you anyway. Lean into that calm. Clarity comes when the chatter stops. Rest is silent. Grind hard, but know when to stop. Burnouts for amateurs who don't pace themselves. Step back, recharge. You can't pour from an empty tank. A rested mind thinks clearer, fights harder, lasts longer. Don't confuse hustle with chaos. Silence keeps you sane. Legacies built in the quiet. Flashy moves fade. Steady one's echo. Plant seeds no one sees. Help someone no one notices. Work for tomorrow, not applause today. The loud get remembered for a minute. The silent get carved in stone. Choose what lasts. Stay silent when it's time to fight. Not every battle needs your voice. Some need your fists, your sweat, your grit. Pick your shots. Save your energy for what matters. Words won't always win. Action will. Let your hands speak when your mouth won't do. Finally, silence is freedom. You're not a puppet to every opinion, every trend, every jab. Cut the strings. Choose when to talk, what to say, who to answer. Own your space. The less you're pulled by the noise, the more you control your life. That's power. That's peace. So stay silent, not because you're weak, but because you're strong. Not because you've got nothing to say, but because you've got everything to do. The world's loud enough. Rise above it. Work in the shadows. Win in the light. Silence isn't the absence of strength. It's the source. Start now. Shut up and show up.